Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Old RPG Gaming, and today we are going to try out GM mode on Smackdown vs Raw 2006. It seemed quite a few of you guys liked and enjoyed the 2007 one we done, so I'm going to do 2006 as recommended by one of you in the comment section. You know, I see you guys commenting on the videos, liking the videos, and somebody said, hey, why don't you try 2006, you know, the AI is a little bit more not stupid, if you like. So I was like, yeah, why not? Let's give 2006 a chance. Let's give it a go. And it also means we get a chance to play as Raw as well. So I have unlocked a few of the legends, like I did on the previous one. We're going to turn them all on, the ones that I've unlocked anyway. And we're going to do a play with Raw on 2006. Hopefully it's as fun as it was on 2007. Things are a little bit different as I remember, but it should still be amazing. Now, we don't have Austin and The Rock, unfortunately, because I haven't had time to sim all the way through to get them. But we do have a couple of legends in there, and rivalries are slightly different in this game. We're going to draft new roster, of course. That's one of the most... It's like one of the funnest parts to do when you play GM mode, so... We're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to play as Raw this time, because last time we were Smackdown we had the Cruiserweights. This time we're going to try and do Raw, and see how we get on with the Divas. So let's go ahead and go straight into the draw, and we have first pick. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to trick the AI, and just let the AI know that I'm still the most intelligent being in the game. And by that I mean I'm going to sign Bret Hart on a 5-week deal, and he's going to sign Triple H. Now, I could probably actually do it with Andre the Giant. If we sign Andre the Giant for 5 weeks as well, and he's signed Hulk Hogan, and if we do the same for Mankind, right, those top three there, Bret Hart, Andre and Mankind, we've signed for 5 weeks, and you can see by the available cash, the Smackdown, I'm guessing, has signed Triple H for a year, and then usually they sign their other top 6-7 superstars after for 13 months. So we're gaining a lot of contract time, saving a lot of money for the same kind of popularity superstar. Nobody's tied into any rivalries or anything. Nobody's fatigued. We're just gaining a shitload of contracted weeks for the superstars, saving a lot of money. So now we are on our 4th pick. We could do the same again for Cena and Batista. I actually prefer Batista, even though he has a lower overall. But as John Cena has the higher popularity, I'll select him on a 5-week again. And there you go, we can trade him for Kurt Angle. Shawn Michaels and Rey Mysterio are in blue because they're eligible to be in the Cruiserweight title match. Now, there is a lot more Cruiserweights in 2006, as you can see. And the popularity actually goes all the way down to 20 for the starting popularities of the superstars, which is a hell of a lot lower than 2007. We'll go ahead then and take Batista, again 5 weeks, and he's gone for Eddie. We'll take Shawn Michaels, 3 months we go now. We'll start signing these superstars for our proper lengths, and we use those first lots for trade. So British Bulldog he went for, again, not for me thanks. Let's secure Randy Orton, and then we'll start chasing up some divas. So he's gone for Benoit. Let's go for Rey Mysterio, actually. There you go, he's then had to drop all the way down to the nearest popularity Cruiserweight, which is a good start for us because we've made him drop, you know, right down in the search for popularity, because we got Rey Mysterio and Shawn Michaels. So rather than go for the superstars that I like personally, I'm kind of just trying to get one over on the AI in this draw. So Trish Stratus is definitely somebody that we want. We definitely want Stacy Keibler as well, both high popularity to begin with. And then we're going to go back to a kind of the ones that are going to be useful to us again. So you can see these are all kind of similar now in popularity and in contract price. But if you look at the difference between like Big Show and Kane, you got Big Show, Kane, Junkyard Dog, 64 up to 68. But the overall show that Kane is the biggest competitor, like on his actual stats of what he can do. So I'm going to go for Kane. take Kane in 3 months, because if you choose superstars that are high popularity but have a low overall, I find that, you know, they're the superstars that lose and lose and lose, and then if they keep losing, they whinge and whinge and whinge. So to avoid that, we're going to try and pick the higher overall superstars, maybe at the cost of a couple points for popularity. So again, we've got 82, 83, 84, 83, 82, 84, and then right at the top here, JBL is on 86 overall, and he does actually have the highest popularity, so we'll take him as well. We do need some more divas on our division, so we're going to take Tori Wilson, and we're going to go for Lita as well, both on 3 months. And you can see we're still miles ahead on the cash, for ahead of Smackdown on cash, and we're going to actually be ahead of them on contracts as well, because once we've done the trades, which I'll explain why in a minute, we're going to be laughing. We're going to be fully contracted up, still have more cash, and probably the better roster in the end. We can go Edge or Booker T now. I don't really want the Junkyard Dog. Edge and Booker, this is the lower popularities now, so Shelton Benjamin wouldn't be a bad shout. Just seeing if there's anybody hidden down here that is awesome. This guy at the bottom, Kid Dynamite, 20 popularity, 50 grand for a year contract, which is nothing. 99 overall. This is my created character. If we click on him, you can see, or you can't see because there's no picture, but he is a super heavyweight. Apart from the low popularity, he is pretty much guaranteed to win matches, so we will be taking him as well. Let's think of our tag division now. So Edge works well in tag teams. He's had good tag teams with Christian. Booker T, they just went for, let's take Ric Flair because he's another cruiserweight and he's fairly high up the list. The more cruiserweights we take away from SmackDown, the better, because then they can't put their title on the line. They can, but they have very limited choice in the superstars that they can use. So I think Raw got Eddie, so we don't really want Chavo. Let's take Paul London. Take him in there. We got 2 more picks, so we'll take, right at the bottom here, Joy Giovanni. You'll see why again in a minute. On a year contract. Now, the reason for this I'll explain in a minute, but we're going to sign him for a year. Then we want our little dude down here as well, the created character. Didn't do that in the last one, didn't have a created character, but he's cheap enough to buy for a full year. So, actually, do you know what? No, not going to bother. Leave him there. Let's go. Who should we take? We got Muhammad Hassan, Carlito, Orlando Jordan, Rene Dupree. The Bashams are both in there as well. Let's just go for Muhammad Hassan, because I know SmackDown got Daivari, and it's another tag team that they can't have. So we'll take Daivari. And we got 1 more pick. Okay. Who should we get out of these? We'll just fucking take Orlando Jordan. Why not? We've got JBL, and those two I think they were friends at the time. Done. Right, leave the championships for a minute. We'll decide that. The first thing you might notice then, guys, is there's no clean and dirty. The rivalries, like I said, are started completely different in this one, and I'll show you how. We don't need any help, thank you, JR. Right, rivalries. A rivalry can be started by using a rivalry promo prior to the starting, or by having 2 superstars face off in a singles match, and basically that's how you start a rivalry. So if we go to our trades, is the first thing we want to do, and we're going to take SmackDown's gems. Now, just as I thought, Triple H has been signed to a year contract. He's 88 popularity because he's the World Heavyweight Champion. So if we find somebody who's similar popularity, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it with Mankind. We can try it. Let's go to our champions. Make Mankind the WWE Champion. Now that should take his popularity up to the same as Triple H. 89, it's taken it above, which is even better. So for a 5-week contracted superstar with the same popularity, like give or take 1, we are getting a year's contract out of it basically for free, just because I am the smarter of the two general managers, and the computer just simply sees it as Mankind has more popularity, therefore it will accept the trade. There you go, trade accepted, and that is one of our 5-week superstars traded for a 52-week superstar. So you see why now I signed these top 5 only on 5 weeks, guys, because they're basically trade bait for the computer. We're not going to lose huge amounts of popularity in the superstars that we're trading, because everybody at the top is kind of around the same anyway. Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker are both on 13 weeks here, so Hulk Hogan has no title, 85. So we want Andre the Giant, has no title, 85. That is a good trade, we'll go for that. Undertaker we want, 85. Is he holding he's holding the tag titles, so I think that is a 3-point gain. So we could probably go for well, we still have Bret Hart. Bret Hart actually is a really good one because he's the highest popularity out of the lot, but we put Bret Hart in, that definitely covers Undertaker, and then we want to take Kurt Angle as well, who's 80, so Batista here is on 80s on 5 weeks. We could trade John Cena, because I prefer Batista, but I don't know, do we try and give them Michaels? That would be giving them a cruiserweight. I tell you what, we trade John Cena. So Andre the Giant, Bret Hart and John Cena, who are all on 5 weeks, for Hogan, Undertaker and Kurt Angle. Now I think that is a pretty decent trade when you look at we're gaining contracts and not really losing any popularity. So we're going to do that. Hopefully it's accepted. Of course it is. And now when we go and look at our group of superstars, we've still got 85, 83, 82 and 80. There's our big 4 there. Nobody's been crowned a champion yet, so there's still popularity boost to go round. And as you can see, the contracts now, we've got Triple H on 52 weeks, which is fantastic. And all these guys are now on 13 weeks, 3 months. Batista is our other one, so what we're going to do, and you'll see why I got Joy Giovanni in a couple minutes. Batista we're going to try and trade for... Who can we get for Batista? I really do like Eddie Guerrero, so Eddie is an awesome superstar, but let's take... Did they take any divas? They only have Christy Hemme, but she's not really any good. She's the lowest popularity on their show, and she's way below our popularity for our divas. Let's just keep Batista actually, and we'll just bring his contract up to everybody else's. 3 months on there, so we've still got £2.5 million, dollars rather, and like we definitely won on contracts. We're miles ahead of them. They're gonna have to be spending their money on contracts. We can spend our money on making our shows better. Let's start dishing out some championships then. So Undertaker and Hulk Hogan, I think, will put us the rivalry for the WWE Championship. The Intercontinental Championship then we'll give to, let's give it to Kurt Angle, because Shawn Michaels is very close to the 80 mark, as is Randy Orton, and Kurt Angle as well is too. So if we give it to Kurt Angle, there's plenty of superstars that can be involved in the Intercontinental Championship match. Women's champion then, Joy is for something else. Trish is a standout at the moment, 68, 58 Tori Wilson, 64 Stacy Keibler, and 53 for Lita. So let's give it to Lita. She was actually a really good women's champion in real life. That'll bring her popularity up as well, to a little bit closer to the rest of the divas. World Tag Team Champions then, let's go for, I want to look low 60s. So Kane would be like the highest kind of popularity we're looking at. Ric Flair wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's put Edge, and I'm wondering if we can get one of these 50 guys in there, just so that we can use the tag team match in between the lower kind of things, the lower popularity superstars, just to boost up the match ratings of the lower guys. So Edge and Muhammad Hassan are our World Tag Team Champions, and that's it, guys. We're pretty much set up now. If we go and take a look, not that one, this one, Right, now Joy Giovanni. This is what I was gonna try and do. We'll try it on our first week of Raw, and hopefully it works, and we can completely get the advantage on SmackDown. Now, while this isn't going to win us any fans, it is going to help every other superstar on our show. Obviously, we want to use new superstar and boost the popularity of the guys that we've got. Randy Orton, let's boost Rey Mysterio, and we can also boost up one of our lower 50 guys. Let's go for Paul London or Orlando Jordan. Let's go for Paul London. Yeah, why not? So we'll boost up their popularity. Right, the main event, I'm going to do this all the way through. It's going to be a handicap 1-on-3, and this is where Joy Giovanni comes into it. Now, basically, Joy is going to be in every match, and the opponents are going to be in popularity order. Basically the rest of the guys on the show. This pretty much guarantees the 3 are going to beat the 1, especially as she's in every single match, and she's a diva. She is a she, so she's at a disadvantage against 3 males anyway. So Undertaker, Triple H and Hulk Hogan all will gain in popularity, and Joy will go down. Now, that's not a problem. This is why we picked her as the lowest. Match type, again, we're going to go not fatal 4-way. We want handicap, and we're going to go 1-on-3 again. Find Joy Giovanni. Poor Joy. And then we probably want Shawn Michaels. We want Randy Orton or Batista even. Who's higher? Orton. Isn't Kurt Angle quite high? 80. We'll put Angle in there. There we go. Match 4, same again. Handicap 1-on-3. And we're going to put Joy Giovanni. Randy Orton, Kane, yeah, you can go in there. And I think JBL was quite high as well. Like that. Match 3. Let's go handicap 1-on-3. This is the only one that I've ever seen the 1 versus 3 where the 1 wins. And that's when it's divas versus divas. Maybe they just, I don't know, she's a diva. She has a chance, I guess. We put Trish and Lita and Stacy. We changed Lita for Rey Mysterio, who we haven't used yet, which should secure it. Handicap 1-on-3. Joy Giovanni. Yeah, we have Muhammad Hassan, Lita, and who else have we not got? Ric Flair, you can go in there, my friend. Match 1, handicap, last one of the card, or first one I should say. We need to change Joy out of there for a second into the 1 spot. And then pretty much anyone we haven't used. So Torrin Wilson, Edge, and I think the other one is Orlando Jordan. We got Orlando Jordan and Paul London. Let's go Orlando Jordan in there, as Paul London has the new superstar boost as well. Okay, so that is set up so that everybody on our show is, hopefully, if things go to plan, going to get a +1, at least +1 popularity boost. We've got Paul London and Rey Mysterio getting the boost from the new superstar, and of course what that means is the fatigue, and the fatigue's going to go sky high on Joy Giovanni. The popularity might even reach 0, and she is signed for 52 weeks. So what the hell am I doing, you might be thinking. If you can see what I'm going to do, hats off to you, well done. Similar matches. Oh my fucking god, Joy won. Right, she lost the second one, she won the third one, she lost the fourth one, the fifth one, and the main event. So it didn't really go 100% to plan, but still, that's 3, 6, 9, 12 superstars all gaining points. Whereas if we'd have had 6 matches, 1-on-1s, only 6 would have gained points. So 12 superstars all gain points, and while we didn't gain any fans this week, which is not a real problem, we can now go and poison SmackDown by trading them Joy Giovanni. Now the AI will not sack somebody who's in contract. They won't do it. They just got no balls. So the reason for signing Joy for 52 weeks is if we can get her onto Smackdown, that means for 52 weeks they have a 19 popularity superstar that they have to keep and they have to use. So fuck you AI, that is 1-0 to Old RPG Gaming, and hopefully we can pull this off. So the easy way to do this, of course, would be trade 2 for 1 and put Joy in as a freebie and have the first two similar popularity. But as Smackdown does have a full roster, we can't give them more than 20 superstars. They can't have more than 20. So what we're going to try and do then is find their lowest popularity superstar, Christy Hemme, find Joy Giovanni. We will just check it first. We'll put Orlando Jordan in and see if we can do that. Sometimes it works. There we go. Accepted. So that's it. They can't sack her. She's in contract for 52 weeks. She's 19 popularity with full fatigue. That is one superstar that they're stuck with that is absolutely useless. Any match she's in is going to lower the ratings, effectively helping us. We stole them on contracts, and although it didn't go completely to plan, look at that. The popularity in the top half of our superstars all increased. I think that was a very good attempt to kind of get a step ahead of SmackDown on the opening weeks. Raw then, we'll do this Raw to end the episode, just to kind of try and win those fans back we lost when we set up Joy Giovanni in the first week. I always like to do a main event hype on the second one in 2006 and just run an advertising promo on the first. So our main event, this is something pretty cool as well. You have access to all of the Last Man Standing, Special Referee, Hell in a Cell and Iron Man. Doesn't matter if you're pay-per-view or not, or if you're just a standard week on Raw like we are now, you can use these matches, which is pretty cool, I guess, because you could only use them on the pay-per-views in 2007. Jump a year back and you can use all of them. We'll go for a Iron Man single match. Now, it doesn't change how the fatigue works, so we do need to be a little bit more cautious. We had injury problems in 2007. You will get them in 2006 if you aren't careful. So while we have access to all these amazing matches, we still got to keep an eye on the fatigue. Undertaker and Hogan in the Iron Man single match for the WWE Championship. That should pull us in some ratings, and we'll put the other title on the line as well. We go Last Man Standing match between, who was our IC champion? Wasn't Triple H. I think it was Kurt Angle. Yes. So Kurt Angle and, do you know what? Let's go Triple H. That's a good match right there. Last Man Standing match for the Intercontinental Championship. Match 4, we can just have a, I don't know, let's go for, what is the other one? Hell in a Cell. That's the other one. So we go Hell in a Cell. Shawn Michaels, yes, you can take on Batista. Again, these are still quite high popularity when we look at what we've got, so that's going to go down well. Still using main events then for this first big week. First blood match, yeah, let's have, who have we got that's still relatively high? Randy Orton, and we could use Rey Mysterio, or we can have, I suppose we could put JBL or Kane, but as Rey's the higher popularity, we'll put him in there. Match 2 then, we're going to go main event, 4-man Battle Royal, because the Divas can be used in Battle Royal, which is pretty cool. We do only have 4 Divas at the moment, I believe, so, oh no, we got Christy as well, didn't we? But we'll save her. That can be for the Women's Championship. And then match 1, we're just going to go for main event. Let's make it a TLC Fatal 4-Way. So we've used the whole card as big matches. You don't really, well, you didn't see me do that match at all in the previous playthrough. But things work a little bit differently on this show. That is still a great match. Hopefully they're going to be in the order. I think it still works the same way. We should win back our fans. Let's find out. I'm going to lock that in. Hit simulate, and go check out what's happening. JBL won the Fatal 4-Way. Tori Wilson is the new Women's Champion after winning the 4-man Battle Royal. Randy Orton won the First Blood. Shawn Michaels wins in a Hell in a Cell. Triple H is the new Intercontinental Champion. He was the last man standing. And The Undertaker is the new WWE Champion. He won the Iron Man single match. So we can hit continue, go to our newsfeed, and hopefully we see the fan changes actually with Raw. Yep, good. Fan change Raw. 130,000 fans. That's, well, brilliant. I think that starts off some rivalries as well, I'm not sure. Let's take a look. No rivalries, it has to be actual single matches, which we'll be doing in the next episode, obviously, to chuck away the fatigue that we just got from the big matches. There's our top popularities at the start. I think this is a great way to set up if you want to play through GM mode, because you poison the other show basically. You make it almost impossible for them to have a good start. If we go to reports and look at the fan support, just in that first week alone then, we managed to gain back all the fans that we lost when we put on the same show over and over and over. That superstar that took the beating is now stuck on Smackdown with a high contract and low popularity. We stole all their high contract, high popularity superstars for our high popularity, low contracts. And, you know, it works. Proof will be at the end of this playthrough. You will see we will win this one, I think, a lot easier, and I will show you guys that SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 is still not as clever as me, even though it may be slightly more intelligent than the 2007 AI. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you look forward to, that was one thing I found with the other GM series, is you guys were really looking forward to when the episodes came out. So I'll keep putting these out. I'll keep putting out the other WWE videos and Digimon videos as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Also guys, if you want to get your own channel art or logo personally done for you, get in touch with the graphics designer that done my channel art. The Skype address is on the screen.